Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. It is a tribe called Dhillon. I'm Angie Dhillon.
And I'm Rose Dhillon.
And I'm Alvin Dhillon.
And today we got a really special guest. She's back in the house. Our really good friend, Julia Mitchell, AKA she's like a mini celebrity now. She's going to fill us in on all the stuff that she's been doing. But Julia Mitchell, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yay. Okay, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about, for those folks that don't know who you are.
My name is Julia Kate Mitchell. I'm a life skills coach, I guess, at the moment. I'm doing my master's in coaching. I'm starting my own business and I work in the field of autism advocacy. I am on the spectrum and I have dyslexia or ADHD. So that's why I want to do the work that I do to raise awareness.
And that's why we have you on joining us for today's episode, because it is Christmas. It is almost Christmas. It is, I say, like it's the holly jolly time. It's the busiest time of the year. For me, I find people are the nicest in the month of December.
Yes.
But going back to you as a autistic individual, is Christmas a stressful time for you, or for autistic folks? What is Christmas like for you?
So one thing I will say is that I feel like, everyone on the spectrum is different. So it's commonly understood that a lot of autistic people really struggle at Christmas, but some people really love Christmas. And so I think it's really different for everyone. That's the thing. Like, there's a lot of social expectations normally around Christmas, for people who have Santa anyway, because we have like the big dinner table and then we would all have our food at like a certain time of day. And then for some people, they like that routine because it's normally the same thing every year. But for other people, it's not. I know for me, I couldn't sleep at all the night before Christmas. I was awake the whole time.
Okay. So for you, you're okay with it. Like the busyness, the loudness of it, the noise pollution during, that time of the year doesn't bother you or affect you?
Well, when I was younger, I just used to focus on the routine. So I was really good at always serving people drinks, making food, because it enabled me to not focus on the socializing part and just focus on the doing of the tasks part. And then when I did socialize, it was like, do you want a drink? Do you want this? So it's more structured. So that part I really liked.
So you kind of became a waitress and a server in your own house.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
So you got some real life skills right there.
Yeah.
Like serving and bartending skills.
That's why I did do serving later. I really enjoyed it. And I ended up being a waitress for a while.
No way. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, we want to give a disclaimer here. We know that we've got all ages that listen to our podcast. And so we want to just put a quick disclaimer. If your child, writes to Santa Claus, if your child is on the naughty list, if your children believe in Santa Claus, then stop listening to us and watching us right now.
Oh, can I say something?
Yes.
I feel like if you have an autistic child, well, a lot of the time I feel like we kind of figure out through the lies very quickly. So for me, I kind of felt like I knew instantly that Santa wasn't true. So or we do the opposite, and then I feel like some of us might really believe and want to hold on to that belief forever.
So you knew at a very early age that Santa Claus wasn't real?
Well,
and why do you say that? Or what made you think that?
Because I would go looking for evidence. And that's why I couldn't sleep all night.
You went around looking for evidence?
Journalist.
Like, did your parents leave the milk and the cookies out? And that fable that was, is it fable or that story that was told that when you go to bed, kids, Santa Claus is going to come eat the cookies and drink the milk? That never happened. My parents never drank.
Dad did it. Dad did one year, and I was so proud of him because I was like, way to be all American dad. Like Indian dads are like, no, there's no Santa, but he played along that one year. Because I remember coming up thinking like, oh my God, the cookies have eaten things. Or he did it. He really participated that 1 year.
So your dad would tell you that Santa wasn't real, but then he would act like Santa?
No, after. Like when we were younger, he did it. Like, maybe because Andrew's much older than Al and I, so I think she understood. But like, I remember there being a year and I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, oh my God, milk's half gone. And I remember thinking, this is real then. Like, okay, something's going on. And then I think maybe like a year later, he was like, yeah, it was me. But like, I was really proud of my Indian father, to participate and be like, all right, give these kids the American experience of like
the Western experience. Yeah. Yep.
I figured out he wasn't real when I had a list of stuff that I wanted and nothing was under the tree. And there was nothing there. There's no gifts. I was like, this is not real.
I had a kid in grade 5 ruin it for me. He's like, Santa's not real. I was like, oh, and I was like, I had an inkling and I had a feeling, because same thing, like the gifts that I wanted, like I would leave the cookies out. I'm the eldest. The cookies would not be eaten. The drink was the milk was spoiled in the morning. So I'm like, yeah, I really don't think Santa's real, but he just kind of affirmed it for me. So you went around kind of looking for evidence. So what kinds of things would you do?
Well, I would just stay up and listen really hard all night. But then I think also because of the emotional regulation, like, did you three want to wake up all night and sit and listen?
No.
I used to like stay up till at least like midnight, but you'd fall asleep and then just go to sleep, and then you'd be like, oh, he doesn't come if you're up. They're like, Santa doesn't come if you're awake. You have to be sleeping.
Yeah, he wants to not be seen.
Yeah, and sometimes if I didn't get what I wanted, I was like, you were probably naughty this year.
Did you end up being like really still under your blankets and not wanting to move?
After I watched that movie, The Santa Claus, I really was like, oh, this is how he gets in. The thing just transforms and he comes down. And I tried waiting for it and nothing happened.
Like the chimney expands.
Yeah, like it expands Santa. And that's how he fits through. And you try listening for like the reindeer, but you're like, that didn't happen.
Well, you've got a younger sister, right?
Yeah.
Did she think Santa was real, or did you spoil it for her?
Yeah, I did spoil it for her.
What did she?
As soon as she could talk.
How old was she when you told her that Santa's not real?
I just remember I was in my dad's car and I was in the front seat. And then I don't remember why, but I just remember being, or maybe I was upset that I just found out Santa wasn't real. And then I think that was how she ended up finding out. Oh no, it wasn't. My dad told us that Santa wasn't real. And then I got upset because my sister was in the car and I said that I shouldn't say that on camera. No. My dad heard.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Our dad told Rose the year after that Santa's not real. Yeah. And then your dad, there's a theme going on with the dads.
I think the dad started finding expensive. Because like, I remember being like, Dad, there's this thing at Tooth Fairy. And he was like, yeah, no, that's not real. I was like, oh, okay.
I think the dads are trying to just prepare their daughters for real life.
I feel like my dad definitely did that. He was pretty, I wouldn't say strict, but he's, yeah.
I think dads have a tough job with daughters than they do with sons. Yeah, I think 100%. I think for us growing up, and we'll ask you about your memories growing up, the most exciting thing for us was that our parents were business owners. So they always were working. And on December 25th, because it's a stat holiday, and most places in our province, December 26th, which is Boxing Day, is a holiday. So those were 2 days that we knew back to back our parents would be home. So I think for us, we were more excited about just spending quality time and creating some memories for our parents. So we never really cared too much about the gifts. In fact, we never really got any of the gifts that we wrote down on the list. So that's when we're like, forget the gifts. We're just going to spend, time with our family, our parents, and my uncle and aunts and uncles would rotate every year, and they would have a holiday Christmas party. And so we got to spend a lot of our childhood growing up and spending Christmas with our cousins, Christmas dinner with our cousins.
That's what we did.
So those are my fondest memories, and not so much as the gifts. But what did you do? So you were born in
England. You forgot the most important thing.
Oh my God! See, look at us. We forgot the most important. Every year,
this is real. You just watched this. You witnessed this on screen. This is my life. Right here. You go do it now.
So another reason why Christmas is a big deal in our family is Rose is born on Christmas Day, and Christmas seems to always overshadow her birthday.
Always.
And just right now, look, I didn't acknowledge my sister's birthday.
Yeah, we forget every time.
Every time.
Oh
yeah.
Well, do you have a separate day that you normally celebrate it?
Nope. I just got used to it. Just like over years, it just breaks you down and you just get used to it. And you're like, you know what? It is when people are like, you should do your birthday in January. Like I have several people always come up to me, try to give me ideas of like, you should change your birthday to January 25th, or you should do this. And I'm like, I am 43. I'm good. Like at this point, I think it's a privilege to share my birthday with the one and only JC man, so I'm good there.
There has been instances where we have gotten Rose's cake and forgotten to cut her birthday cake. It's been left in the fridge.
Yep.
We have forgotten to take it sometimes to relatives' house to cut her cake. And then the best one is tell the story that you went to the bakery to pick up your own birthday cake and how it played out.
So it was Christmas Eve, and Dad said, I need you to do me a really big favor. I need you to go to Safeway. And I was like, okay. And this is like, by the way, I'm like older, so we have cell phones at this point. It's like, I'll call you when you get there, but just go. And I was like, I don't know why I didn't question it. So I got to Safeway. He's like, I'm like, Dad, I'm at the bakery. He's like, okay, can you pass the phone to the lady? And so then I give the phone to her, and she goes, oh, I go, what did he ask? He goes, she said to put a happy birthday rose on the cake. I was like, you sent me to get my own birthday cake. He's like, yeah. And I brought home my own birthday cake. I was just like, literally, there's nothing left that you guys can do that's even more shittier than this. Like, it's one, you forget my birthday, but then you made me go pick up my own birthday cake.
What are you going to do this year for your birthday?
Nothing.
We're going to try to remember. That's what we're going to do. That's going to be my one goal.
We put reminders into our phone.
Yeah, last year we forgot the cake. We didn't even cut the cake. We left it in the back fridge. And it's like, if you don't go to the back fridge, you're going to forget.
Yeah. I put a reminder this year into my phone to make sure that I, say happy birthday to Rose. And to make sure I order her cake a week in advance.
I'd want to have the birthday cake very first thing in the day with, with your name on it. So you make sure you don't forget it.
Yeah, get it out of the way.
Yeah, first thing. Problem is, I don't like dessert till like 5 p.m. That's my problem. Like, I would totally like, we can cut your cake at noon. I'm like, I'm not going to eat it. I don't know why I have a thing with I don't want sugar until like after a certain amount of time. So it's also like my fault too that I'm not flexible, and I shouldn't have to be,
I agree. So what were some memories that you enjoyed during the holidays? Do you find
family.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Do you find that people are a little nicer in the month of December?
I never noticed.
Oh, okay.
She's like, people suck all year round.
People just suck.
You're usually more stressed in January after you do all the spending.
January's a hard time.
Spending and you get the bills.
Extra jolly in
I was
December.
always called like the shadow of my mum or my grandma. And so I think I just loved being in the kitchen cooking and like doing that with them.
Okay, what kinds of things did you
do?
I would always help out with the turkey or do the vegetables. And my grandma was very bossy growing up. So if you were going to be in that kitchen with her, you better be doing a good job. And so I liked that because it gave me something really to focus on all the time.
Mm-hmm. Now you grew up in England, right? And then moved to Canada. So did you spend a lot of your Christmases in England?
Yeah, all my Christmases were in England.
Wow. So you had a British grandma that was quite bossy.
Yeah.
Oh, but you gotta love those grandmas, those British grandmas.
Yeah.
Great.
Did you have your holidays in Canada?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we were born and raised here, all three of us. So we had them here. So we had like a Western fusion, and it kind of like a English Minglish, Hindi Minglish. So it's kind of like we would have turkey and then chicken curry. You would have like stuffing and stuff, and then you'd have like vegetable curry and like roti. So we kind of had like our Eastern influence mixed with our Western influence.
Do you have any Indian traditions around Christmas time?
Oh, that's a good one. No. We have Diwali, which is usually in the month of November, like a month before, which is our festival of lights. So it's kind of like our new year, but we don't have anything that I can think of in the month of December. So we just kind of went with the flow.
Nice.
Yeah, we assimilated and adapted and said, yep, we will join right in. It's a day off and we'll put up a Christmas tree and we'll put on the Santa hats and we will fit right in.
Okay. Can I ask a question about this? This might be an intense question for the episode. But what is your view on assimilation? Because in the autistic community, there's a similar thing about like masking and doing social skills. Do you feel like with yourselves and your family, has assimilation been something that you, like you said, you want to do? Or is it something you feel like you forced to do? Or
that's a great question.
I have an answer because I feel like you should assimilate. When we moved here, we understood that was part of the culture. Our parents understood that. So I was totally okay with, we have the privilege of living in a first world country. My parents came from a third world country. So I never looked at it as a negative thing. I looked at it as, this is a social structure here. This is a first world country. There's some rules and regulations. So you adapt and you assimilate. So you don't have to go all out for Christmas. Like, I don't want people thinking that's what I'm telling them, but like, I'm glad my parents did do that. Like, we really look forward to it because then we didn't feel left out when we were kids with school. The American Canadian kids, we didn't feel left out because we're like, we do the same thing. We something to talk about when we come back from our Christmas holidays. Like, we put up a tree. We did too.
Yeah, that's how I feel about masking. So when I perform like neurotypical social skills, it helps me feel more included.
Yeah,
because sometimes I feel like I want to embrace my autistic identity, but then I'm like, often it kind of just makes me feel kind of excluded and like it makes other people uncomfortable sometimes because I'm a bit odd. And then, so sometimes, it's like, it just made me think of that because
I think it's a shared experience too. Like, so when I got back to school, like, oh, what'd you do during Christmas? Like, oh, we put the tree up and we got these, like, it's just a shared experience to like, you connect with people on. So that's why I'm really glad that my parents from a very young age had us embrace Christmas and put up the tree and do the celebrations.
On that note, can I just say to anyone listening, if you do know someone autistic or who you might suspect to be autistic around Christmas time, please give them that grace because there's a lot of smells that go on during this time. There's There's going to be a lot of sounds, a lot of forced socializing, and there might be a lot of uncomfortable textures. So if they want to take a break, like I used to take a lot of naps, please just let them go and have their downtime and just be okay with that and embrace them and celebrate them, because sometimes it might be hard for them to celebrate themselves. And if they appear rude, that's okay. Love them anyway.
That's well said. I'm glad
that's a good point.
I'm glad we had you on this episode, because we do often forget, right? We think it's everyone should be joyous, everybody should be happy and go with the flow. And you're right. There are so many people that, might be on the spectrum. Some people that are not so social, like our father,
our dad,
our dad is not a social creature at all. And I think I feel bad now at times that we've forced him into things and he just goes along with it. And now I think as we've gotten older, we're starting to understand that, okay, this is dad. This is how he is. He doesn't like loud social things. Yeah. Maybe he's somewhere on the spectrum. We don't know.
Does your dad listen to this podcast?
Yes. My dad really likes you, by the way. So do my parents. Yeah. And so maybe my dad is somewhere on the spectrum. We don't even know, but he doesn't, he has a lot of, I guess.
Earplugs.
Earplugs.
Like when we go to weddings and receptions, he wears the earplugs.
I do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wonder, he's not here, does he wear them when he's sleeping? I do that to block out the sound.
He probably should. And he
probably should.
He should wear them when we're in the kitchen sometimes, or if I like bang a dish or something and he's like, oh my God, it like vibrates.
Okay, please ask your dad. What's your dad called?
Kerpal.
Kapal, do you like the sound of the cutlery in the drawers? Because I really don't like that. And this one time I decided, I'm a bit eccentric, that I was going to be Asian and just eat with chopsticks. And so for 3 months I got away with it. And then my friends came round and asked me why I didn't have cutlery. But it was because I don't like the sound of the metal clanging and then the feel of it in my mouth. Sorry.
Yes. No, I'm glad you did that.
This dad doesn't like that either.
But you want to know
something? Two metals touch. It's like a really weird thing.
Though. So our dad's turning 70 next year in March. We're going to do a big hoopla for him. But here's the thing.
What's a hoopla?
Hoopla is like a big birthday bash for him because now he's come around to wanting a party because he saw my mom's birthday. But here's the thing. So my dad could be in the living room, and if I'm in the kitchen, there's a bit of distance and there's a wall that separates. But a little dish crinkling or dropping cutlery will like, oh my God, will like freak my dad out. But you want to know something? When we're in the other room, our living room front area, and in our short clips, you will see this. We're literally a distance away, but the volume on the TV program that my dad watches is like 75.
Yeah, we can hear everything.
That sound doesn't bother you, but a crinkle in the kitchen, is this normal?
Okay, there's this thing in our community where like, this actually lasts so much.
The volume is 75. I'm like, but that's okay, Dad.
Okay, it's this thing where like we hate it when other people make a sound, if other people are annoying or if other people do this, but we do it 110-50%.
Yes.
Yes, it is okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I feel like you have deserved the honorary hat from me. I feel like you should be part of the hat wearing memo thing. Here, do you want to put it on?
Oh, thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
You can get an extra hat in?
I should give you mine because I didn't wear this.
Julia forgot to bring a hat.
No, but I always have extra.
That's okay. That's okay. I thought I had some extra ones, but that's okay. It's getting hot.
Thank you for my
Yes,
hat.
and you are our guest. So it's always a hoot with you, Julia. And we don't laugh at you. We laugh with you because you are so brutally honest. And I think the world needs more honesty.
And honestly, even if you did laugh at me, I wouldn't mind, because my mum used to say when I would come home from school, and everyone laughs at me, Mum, and it makes me very sad. She was like, some people spend their lives trying to be funny and you were born funny.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good mother. I feel the same way.
Yeah. That is brilliant.
As long as I made you laugh, whether it was at me or with me, I'm good. Yes.
I agree. So here, did you get, so now that we're older now, have you gotten caught up in the gift giving? Like this whole giving gifts and like.
I don't like giving gifts. I don't like receiving gifts. When I was younger, I would want to give all my gifts away on the internet because, well, I'm just not really a gift person.
Do you think this is people
bought
you?
You are an exception.
Yeah. Is it
I
because
like
people never got you the gifts that you like, or you didn't like the gifts that you were given?
Well, I'll be honest. I would either forget to write a list, not write a list, and then you have to act surprised when you get something. And I am always surprised, and then my facial expression might not match it, and then it would take me a while to get used to the gift. So I was always a very disappointing person to give a gift to.
I'm a disappointing person who gives gifts. Ange and Al will tell you.
I could receive.
I put so much
She
thought
gives
into
the
it.
worst gifts.
No, there's no thought that goes into your gifts. You can't say that.
Let's talk about the gift she thought that you would love last year, Al.
Every gift she got me was like, like if you've known me even for like, let's say you've known me for like, let's say a couple years, you'd be like, yeah, that doesn't seem like his style. But everything she got, it seemed like it was like a clearance item, or it was like a buy one, get 4 free. But it was just weird stuff that none of the stuff I could wear. Like the shirt that she got me, it looked like it was about like 10, 15 years ago. And it was just like sparkly and glittery everywhere. Like
that sounds lovely.
Exactly. Coming from a woman, it sounds lovely.
And the thing is,
now, I don't know how I could wear that.
Yeah, and there's some athletes and there's some people that we have role models and mentors, right? One. And we, you know, when you get a quote, like if someone gave me a gift from like let's say this is like something from Hulk Hogan or Mike Tyson, I would be super excited because I looked at them as a great. So it's a little personalized. Rose doesn't actually pay attention to what you like, but she'll look at a quote. So for last year's gift, there's this brilliant quote, but it was from Serena Williams, and she thought that Alvin would really value this from a tennis player. And Alvin has no and Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time.
Tennis, so like how would you even connect that?
So she thought that he would want a quote, like a big giant size of Serena Williams.
Basically, everything all the gifts she bought is usually based off her convenience. Yeah. So when I go to one store, I should be able to just buy everything for everybody at this one store. She won't go anywhere else. No. And then even if it's not your style, at least I got you something. But everything she got had to be returned because we were like, you either donate it or I'm not. No one's gonna take it.
If it can't be bought at TJ Maxx, I'm not going. I'm not doing it.
Most of the stuff was like Burlington. It didn't have TJ Maxx quality.
Rose spends more time on December 28th and 29th returning all the gifts that were like, why?
But you get a sense of like she's just more like upset that we keep forgetting her birthday, so that's why these shitty gifts keep coming. It's like something that makes like sense. Deep down inside because none of it makes any sense to anybody.
The gift of resent.
Yes, that's what it felt like, or it felt like a gift. Like I'm gonna give this back to you. And she's like, oh yeah, that's great. Because all the gifts that she got me seemed like the gifts that she would get for herself.
Yeah, well, we can talk for hours and hours on Christmas.
Is there anything else you want to add?
We do know it's a holly jolly time, but let's quickly talk about as we close up, because I do want to speak to you off camera about some other stuff. But what is one favorite thing that you love eating during the holidays, or like what a couple things that you love?
During the holidays, dates and bacon.
Dates?
Dates?
Bacon?
Yeah, what about
like together or separately?
Interesting.
Dates, like you like get the bacon and you wrap it around the date and then you cook it.
Really?
Okay, you heard it here first. Dates and bacon.
Really? I thought that was a common thing. I actually thought it was Canadian because I grew up in England.
Okay.
And no one in England heard of it either.
I'm making this. I've made this I made this date peanut butter snickerdoodle thing. So I'm going to make that again. So you might like that. I'll tag you into that.
Can you say what it was again?
Yeah, it's like a date.
You did that in your last episode.
Yes. So I'm going to actually make that. But one of my favorite things is we used to do this with our cousins, but I think now life and adulting got everyone. We used to do Christmas baking.
Oh yeah.
I love Christmas treats, Christmas cookies, magic cookie bars, shortbread cookies, Christmas cakes. I don't like gingerbread cookies.
I don't like gingerbread.
And I don't like those, those cherries have no business being mixed in with liquor and inside chocolate. It's gross. Yeah. I'm not a fan of those.
We both like dates.
Yeah,
I'm getting into dates now.
Well, I could have your date slice, and then you could make my date wrapped in bacon.
Okay, I should try it.
I would like to see that when that happens. I want to see her eat that.
I'm not much of a bacon girl. I'll eat it once in a while, but that's a weird mix.
Combination.
Weird combination. What about you two?
I love bacon itself. But
what do you guys? What treats? What things do you guys like during the holidays?
Pretty much anything that I don't have to cook.
Me too. That was going to be my answer. Yeah. Oh my God. Pretty much anything as long as I don't got to do it.
Lactose-free milk with all those sweets, I'll be good. But.
Okay. As we close, I want to
hang on before we close. Are we going to talk about Howie Mandel thing?
We're going to talk about that afterwards.
So we'll do a quick. Why don't you end this and just do a quick quick episode.
But okay, I do want to say I don't like these. I dislike these. Stop doing seasonal fruit cakes. Nobody likes fruit cakes.
Boomers do. Salad.
Boomers like.
There's that weird colored fruit salad people make
because they think they're getting fruit in there.
I like that fruit salad. You don't like that fruit salad?
No.
It's got a weird texture to it. Very weird flavor. Mm-hmm. Usually, sometimes people Jello in there.
I like the candied marshmallows on your sweet potatoes. Yeah, that's good.
It's kind of bready, like wet bready.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so who's been naughty list or nice list this year?
I would say being naughty to myself, but nice to other people.
Okay. Okay, so then you're on the nice list. I'm on the nice list. What about you?
Of course. Why are you on the nice list?
Because I'm just a nice person.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. So, and sometimes asshole moments don't count. That's for me. I'm still a nice human being.
Okay. I would put Ange on the naughty list because she's got far more asshole moments this 2025 than ever, but good short-term memory.
Do you think I care what other people have to think, especially my own
I would
sister?
definitely say now that I'm getting, like Alice said, growing a pair of balls, I'm probably becoming a little more on the naughty side now.
I like to see where your balls are because I haven't seen them right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My balls are tiny, but they're growing.
They're just hugging right there.
Al, what about you? Naughty or
I've been nice to other people, but I've been naughty to myself because I keep telling myself I'm going to reduce sugar. But the moment I take one bite, I eat so much sugar to the point where I'm like, I think I'm having like a heart attack or something's going on inside.
Yeah.
And then I do it again the next day because by evening time you forget about it. You're like, oh, I feel fine again.
Yeah.
And then you just eat it again and you go to sleep. You wake up with a headache and you're like, dude, why am I beating my body up so hard? And then you go to work and you're like, okay, no sugar today. You go to work and that's the day there's like a spread of sugar everywhere. And I just can't get away from it. So
my sister's boyfriend just had that as well. He's been eating a lot of sugar.
Yeah, I've been trying to cut it back, but it just seems like it's just ramping up. So you know what? I just let that one sail. Just let it be.
Sugar headache is real deal. Okay, what treats do you like? Like those Cadbury. Do you like Cadbury fingers? Those Lindt chocolates. Like, what is your favorite chocolate?
We had Cadbury fingers, and we finished the whole box.
Yep. See, Cadbury fingers.
There's some little.
But London has the best treats and the best chocolates.
The little Milky Way stars. They come in a tiny little packet. Yeah. So good, the chocolate inside of them.
Yes.
I would say UK is number one when it comes to chocolate.
Yeah.
Canada's
Their
number
milk,
2.
I think
US is
the milk is so
Marks
good.
and Spencer's biscuits and Tesco's biscuits.
Yeah.
And those Walkers.
I like the digestive ones.
Oh.
Do you like digestive?
I like those cookies. Yeah. Like sometimes you have the fruit and jam in the middle, right?
Oh, I don't like them ones.
Digestive cookies, Andrew, are just little round cookies.
Do you like them?
The ones with chocolate on one side and then
those
there's
ones that don't have anything.
Those are digestive ones.
Yeah.
The ones that are chocolate on one side and no chocolate on the other.
They're the modern ones.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, modern ones.
Okay, I like turtles, but I have kind of stepped up to sweet Georgia Browns now.
Ferrero Rocher is where it's at.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a George Brown, but I like it.
Oh, okay.
Only Purdy's has those ones.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to get you to try it with us. Okay, anything else? Now,
before we wrap up, I want to play a little clip of the Christmas song that I made.
Okay.
Okay, everyone ready to hear this? This is part.
So gather together, let's sing loud and clear. From Angie, Rose, and Alvin, and Miko, the pop so deep.
I feel like Miko should be here.
I'm going to add him in. I'm going to AI him in.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
No Happy New Year.
From a tribe called Dhillon.
That's us.
That's us.
Isn't that cool?
Our very own Christmas jingle.
We're on Christmas theme.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're gonna be dropping that in it's our very own jingle. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna speak to you off camera about some stuff, but we're gonna close it. So happy holidays, everybody. Please don't break the bank. Have a wonderful time celebrating with your family and celebrating. And it's all about family, unity, and community.
Yes.
Togetherness and
love.
And don't forget to come back to our New Year reset where we're going to unveil some big news. So you got to stay tuned and make sure you watch that episode of ours. But have a wonderful New Year and we'll talk to you soon.
Merry
Bye
Christmas,
for now.
everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.